Overwatch. A game that has had many ups, downs and just a general fuck ton of controversy. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll talk about most of the controversial patch notes, hero additions, updates and more. Just before we start, I will take into account what the community found controversial as well as me, so if you believe I missed a patch that riled up the community, please tell me in the comments. Timestamps for parts of the video will be in the description. I haven't actually started to make the video yet and I know this will take a huge amount of time, so leaving a like will be very much appreciated. Now let's dive in, shall we? 24th of May, 2016. On the day Bill Cosby went to court for one of his special smoothies, Overwatch released. How eventful. Aside from occasional buffs and nerfs to characters like Honor, McCree and Widowmaker, I'd say the symmetry rework was the first controversial patch, which was released on December the 13th, 2016. It have her 2 ultimates, a shield ability and worst of all, 6 turrets instead of the original 3. This made her much better, not meta by any means but far more of an annoyance that also annoyed me. In February 2017, there were 2 changes that especially split the community, and first up is Mercy. People way back will remember Mercy's ultimate could resurrect a whole team. This was already pretty powerful at the time, but now Blizzard decided the best option was to make her invulnerable while she pulled this off. Usually you could pick her off while she did her ultimate and that's all fine and dandy, but now no matter what, teammates would be resurrected and all the ultimates consumed led to nothing. The other controversy in this patch was with competitive. You used to be able to just get a high rank and just chill there to the end of the season, but it was changed so that people diamond and above would need to play 7 games a week to stay in that rank, otherwise their senior would decay over time. This was met with backlash amongst higher level players, but gold scrubs like me couldn't care less. June 2017 was when the worst map released, Horizon Lunar Colony. Yeah, let's not waste our time on that any longer. Also, fun fact, in the same patch, the only Genji and Officer Diva skins were introduced to console, and fun fact, I was the person who went onto the forums to ask Blizzard for them to introduce them to console. Jeff Kaplan responded. Big YouTubers made videos on it and so they were then put into all loot boxes. So next time you wear that Oni Genji skin, just know it's because of me. The 27th of July 2017. Doomfist. Everybody exclaimed just how overpowered he was, and although I can't deny that he is very powerful, he can also feed a lot, so this was mostly unnecessary controversy. Oh yes, it's time for someone's you've waited for, Moira. I won't even really go into detail as to why she was and still is so controversial, but her very low risk and high rewards nature has most people frustrated. And at the time of this video there's an update on Experimental which involves Moira being able to have her team invincible for 1 second with her Fade ability. Blizzard, I beg you, please don't add this. Near the start of 2018, Mercy got heavily nerfed, and for the most part since she has been considered a fairly weak pick, although I still think she's good, so don't worry Mercy mains. Not long later in January, Blizzard World was introduced. As a game, Blizzard released a cool looking map, but fundamentally it's not good at all, and I think most can agree. In late February of 2018, Sombra had pretty big changes. Her hack could now affect all passives except Junkrats, but one big nerf was that she stopped receiving ultimate charge from teammates using health packs. This made her significantly weaker, but she got changed later on, which will be mentioned later in the video. The 20th of March 2018. By far the most controversial patch in Overwatch and even gaming in recent history. Bridget. For now I actually think she's in a pretty good state, and although her armor now is non-existent when healing allies, she's still useful for killing flankers and just generally being good in a brawl style team comp. But let's not kid ourselves, she pretty much destroyed the game and many decided to leave. Like Moira, she has a huge amount of survivability, and with no role queue, the GOATS meta came prevalent for a long time and she was an essential part of it. Before this, dive was the meta, and this was also very controversial, but of course Bridget shifted the tides. But I mean, come on, people even attacked her voice actor, which is pretty sad. Another update to Sombra in July 2018 made her stealth last indefinitely, and same with her translocator. People at the time were worried about this change as it seemed very powerful, but currently it's pretty well balanced. Now let's jump very far forward, the 13th of August 2019. On the same day Sigma was released, so was Roll Q. This killed the GOATS comp completely and reaped a ton of controversy. When I saw this, I was pretty shocked, but overall I'm really happy with it, and you can play casual and competitive games without Roll Q now, so I guess everybody's happy. Now let's jump far ahead again, and let's look at the newest hero, Echo. Even at the time of making this video, she's very powerful, but when released not too long ago, people claimed she was very overpowered. Recently Genji was heavily buffed, making most of his kit far better. This has of course made him in almost every game, but at the time of making this video, he will be partially nerfed with his secondary attack speed and shuriken damage. Okay, finally, we are now done with the patch notes, and now I will just sift over other things Blizzard has done over the years. One huge problem is the update cycle and how often we get new and interesting content. The community usually doesn't mind waiting a while as long as updates are good, but especially the first few years of release, there wasn't much added when you factor in just how much time was used up. Most updates are either a few skins which are mediocre to good at best, or bug fixes, and although we don't need a new map or hero all the time, the updates when compared to other studios are far slower. Another criticism is the lack of communication. Metas or heroes before have been downright broken in the past, and Blizzard have took their sweet old time figuring out how to deal with these things. On Reddit and the Blizzard forums, ideas are given often, and even when heavily requested, they usually come to no avail, but admittedly over the past few months it's gotten better. I won't touch on the Blitzchung controversy and China relations as that's pretty self-explanatory, but for the last little bit of the video I'd like to spread some positivity. No, not that kind. Thank you Blizzard. Throughout all of these issues, and by God have there been a lot, I think we all still appreciate the amazing game you've made. From the voice actors to character variety, map diversity, content, skins and more, we all love it. Of course there can be things ironed out, but if you truly look at the game as unbiased as you can, you'll see it's very polished and well made. Clearly there was a lot of passion poured into this, and we all need to see that and show Blizzard some appreciation. Thank you for watching this video. This has definitely took the longest to make out of all my other videos, so I admire you sticking to the end. If you enjoyed, please like the video. If you disliked it, please dislike and tell me what I could have improved on. I know I've missed out a boatload of changes to many heroes, but today I thought I'd look at the biggest changes that split the community. Anyway, thank you. Peace bitches.